I'm currently at Adisoya and I want to show you what Adisoya looks like at the moment. It's not looking at like its greatest self, but a lot of improvement have gone on over the years at this location. So I'll show you guys what Adisoya is all about in this video. So just stay tuned.
Some of you are familiar with this bus stop, but if you are not, I'm currently standing on the Lekki Expressway. The traffic you are seeing over there is due to the construction of the road. That's the construction coming all the way from Epe down to Abraham Adesanya. The Lekki road construction has been going on for about 5 years now. Although it has taken a very long time, but we have to give them thumbs up for the quality of the road that they are actually constructing. There's traffic right now at Adisoya because of that road construction. So you can see this is the Abraham Adesanya roundabout. This is the traffic light. If you've been on that road, you'll be able to testify to how amazing it is to drive on it. You can see the traffic light over there. That's the traffic light, and you see just by taking the right turn, you have inside the Abraham Adesanya, not the estate itself, but this whole place is called Abraham Adesanya. But there's also a residential estate that is named Abraham Adesanya, and I think that's where the whole place was coined from the estate name. It was one of the first residential estates in this axis. I really want to show the development around this location and what investors should be looking at and why this location should be at the top of their radar. I know a lot of people want to live in Ikoyi, a lot of people want to live in Lekki, but one of the main reasons why people want to live in these locations is because of proximity. I'm talking proximity to their businesses, proximity to their workplaces, and in this video I'm going to show you how Abraham Adesanya is just going to close that gap. Whether you're based in Nigeria or you're based outside the country, you might have heard about the rapid development of this location. I can say it with my full chest that Abraham Adesanya has not even gotten to 50% of its potential. In the next 5 years, properties in this location will experience over 300% appreciation. And I'm not just going to be doing church or church. I'm not just going to be talking. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly why. 10 years ago, will you believe that majority of these places were swamp? Like I'm saying, most of the lands that you see here, most of the houses that you see here were literally just swampy areas. But some people saw the potential in it and still invested. Around 2018, 2019 was when Landway also came into this axis. They developed Urban Prime 1, Urban Prime 2, Urban Prime 3, even Urban Prime 4. Duplexes, I'm talking semi-detached, fully detached, were going for as low as 30 million, 40 million, 50 million as at that time. There was not much to see in this location, although there were some already existing residential estates there. But you see, some of these commercial centers that I have seen both on my left and on my right, they were not here at all by that time.
Just seeing me for the first time, yes, my name is Gen Z Realtor and I am a property consultant in Lagos. This is actually my first YouTube video that I'll be showing you guys areas, because I would love to show you guys not just properties in locations, but what you also expect to see when you invest in a particular location. And we're going to be very realistic. We're not going to try to cover up anything. You'll be seeing it plain and plain. Then with that, you can now decide whether or not you want to go ahead with investing in anything here, right? But I'm not going to try to cover up anything. I want you guys to be able to feel the environment with me, and that is why I'll be taking you guys on tours of location. So make sure you subscribe and like this video to see more videos like this on this channel.
But over the years, what seemed like just another swampy location on the island has developed to a full-blown residential and commercial hub. Investors keyed in, people bought houses, people bought land, and now those semi-detached and fully detached duplexes are currently going for 150 million, 200 million in this location. That's over 200% in appreciation, just under 5 to 6 years. And I won't say that appreciation was only because of the development that went around during that time. But I also want to say that inflation in 2020 played a major role in the appreciation of properties here. And not just in Abraham Adesanya, not just in Lagos, not just in Nigeria, all over the world. Inflation was crazy since 2020. I'm telling you, that 30 million, 40 million, 50 million is the price of some shops right now. In this video, you will see some malls like Ojaja Mall, Muniru Mall, and so much more. One thing you should also take note about Abraham Adesanya, which I will not hide in this video, is that a part of the road is very bad. I'm saying it's very terrible. If you watch the video from the entrance, you can see it was interlocked, it was a bit okay, but once you get to a point, maybe once you drive for like 3 minutes, a part of the road just gets, and this is the bad part of the road, it gets really, really bad. And obviously this is due to poor maintenance. You can see there's no drainage system right here, so definitely no matter how good a road is, once there are no gutters around and water can't really pass through, it's eventually going to get spoiled. And a lot of people have complained, a lot of people have said a lot of things about it, but no action has really been taken. Although it's not the full Abraham Adesanya road, it is just a particular, like a part. You have to drive on this part for like 5 to 7 minutes, this bad road. But if they do it, you don't even have to spend more than 2 minutes on. Just take a look at this. Just take a look at how terrible the road looks. Like, it's very, very bad. But if you're an investor, instead of focusing on the bad roads, focus on the potential. Think about when everything is fully functional, when they've already fixed the roads, when everywhere looks good. What is that going to do to your investment? Do you really want to wait till when everything is done and properties have appreciated more due to the repairs and the more attraction in the location? Because once the roads are 100% done, guess what? There will be higher demand. Once there is higher demand for the location, properties are only going to get more expensive. So if you're an investor, just put that at the back of your mind while you are currently judging the location. Honestly, I've not even gotten to the main part of why Abraham Adesanya Ogombo has a lot of potential. But before then, just take a look at some of the commercial centers I was talking about. This is also a mini mall along this axis, and this is Ojaja Mall. Ojaja Mall is owned by Oni of Ife. Directly opposite Ojaja Mall, we have Lekki Peninsula Scheme 2. For some of you that don't know, Lekki Phase 1 is also Lekki Peninsula Scheme 1. So the Scheme 2 is actually located at Abraham Adesanya. This Lekki Scheme 2 has been here for over 20 years. When Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State, this scheme was sold and allocated. And this Scheme 2 is very big. I'm sure it would be as big as over 100 hectares. It would be as big as over 100. It's a very big, area. A very big area. There are a lot of roads. There are a lot of, access roads here. And one thing I really like about this Lekki Scheme 2 is accessibility. Just the same way you can pass Lekki Epe Expressway to get into Lekki Phase 1, you can pass Ikoyi, you can pass Ikate. That's the same way there are also a lot of access roads to get into Lekki Scheme 2. Because aside Abraham Adesanya, which is the main road, you can come through Ilaje Mobile Road to access Lekki Scheme 2. You can even come through Terra Annex in Songotedo to access this axis, because from Terra Annex you pass through Ogombo, then from the Ogombo you can access Lekki Scheme 2. Let's take for example there's traffic from Olokonla, right? Let's take for example there's traffic from Olokonla to, let's say, Aja, or from LBS to Aja, and you are going to Lekki Scheme 2. You don't necessarily have to. You can just go through Terra Annex. You've checked the map, you've seen everything is red. You can go to Terra Annex, then you get into Ogombo, then you drive straight, and then you bust through to the Abraham Adesanya road. If there's traffic from Aja under bridge to Abraham Adesanya, you don't have to pass that route. You can just get in through Mobile Road, right? Mobile Road Ilaje, then you get in through that side, then you get to Lekki Scheme 2 as well. Then you can pass the main Abraham Adesanya road, of course, which is what I've showed you guys already. There is also another route which I'm yet to talk about, which is the one I'm most excited about for this video. At the end of this video, if you are not wowed by the accessibility of this location, send me a message and I'm going to refund you for your time. Lekki Scheme 2 is a government scheme, which means it was designed and sold, even allotted by the government. The same way the roads in Lekki Phase 1 were planned and designed by NTDA, which is the New Town Development Authority, the government agency under the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. All the roads in Lekki Scheme 2 were also planned and designed by them. Then when people eventually bought from the government also now allocated these properties, these lands to them. And because it's the government that sold to them, some of the titles you will really be hearing about in Lekki Scheme 2 is governor's consent, C of O, letter of confirmation, and government allocation. Because like I said, it was initially owned by the government. And the prices of the lands here are also determined by the title. I mean, someone that has a letter of confirmation can definitely not sell at the same price with someone that has a C of O or governor's consent. And it's not because the title is bad, it's just because the titles are not on the same level. That's why sometimes you can see someone post a property of, let's say, 70 million, and another person post the same size of land for, let's say, 100 million in this same Lekki Scheme 2. And that's why it's very good to know these things, especially if you are trying to avoid the stress of just registering and going back and forth. Because if you buy a C of O land, you just have to do the governor's consent in your name, and property will automatically be registered in your name. And that's why you will hardly have issues or hear about issues of demolition here, because each plot here was actually allocated by the government. I mean, they designed the layout, they know what they want to do with each and every part, they know the parts that they sold. So they can't just wake up one day and say, oh, they want to do one road construction, or they want to do one bridge, or they want to know it would not happen in Lekki Scheme 2, because it was the government that actually developed and designed this. So the summary of everything I've been saying is that the layout of Lekki Scheme 2 was planned by the government. I said I was going to show you all the parts, both the parts that were nice and both the parts that were not nice. So I'm not going to say, oh, the road network is 100% good. As you can see, there are so many potholes. Although it rained this morning, that's why there's a lot of water, but the road network is not the best, at least for now. There are actually a couple of entrances into Lekki Scheme 2. So if you don't want to pass that main gate, that Lekki Scheme 2 gate, you can also pass this gate that I'm about to show you right now. If you're an investor watching this video, one thing you should constantly remember is that there are a lot of access roads into Abraham Adesanya, into Lekki Scheme 2, into Ogombo. Number 1 is the main Abraham Adesanya road, which you can access through the Lekki Epe Expressway. Number 2 is the mobile Ilaje road. Number 3 is Terra Annex around Songotedo. And lastly, which is the most important one right now, is the coastal road. Coming out of this gate, I'm back on the main Abraham Adesanya road. You can see cars are passing, and just right beside it, you have this West Coast Mall, which is currently selling as an off-plan project. So from here, I'm just going to board the keke and I'll explain to you guys how this connects to the coastal road. From Lekki Peninsula Scheme 2, it's going to take you just about 5 to 10 minutes drive to get to the coastal road. I boarded this keke by 11:20 a.m. and at 11:29 a.m. I was already on the coastal road. You can see the timestamp. Right here is where they call Ebo Junction. This is where Citadel Views Phase 2 is, and we're on the road to Okunja. This place also leads to several beaches, and Okunja is actually a full-blown residential area. And this is the coastal road, guys.
What can you give me?
I have nothing to give. I can just tender my appreciation in words.
Where's my money? I mean, I pure water. I don't understand.
You see me, you know when the kind of way I don't work out today. I never even post one video. This is going to be my first YouTube video. So make una say pity me, appreciate say I did do something. This is going to be my first YouTube video. I've been working in Lekki Scheme 2 since. I just want to make a little video about it.
1,000.
I don't get my baby. Every you pay 1,000. Everybody, it's just the road. This is just literally what I want to capture. I don't necessarily have to, do everything.
I don't
get 1,000. You want to show love because I want to do. Hey, Jesus! On the road, I'm not even saying anything. I've already gotten what I want to capture.
Where that truck is where I actually came. Where this car is the road to Okunja. And this straight road in the center is the coastal road. Right now it's blocked because they are working on a bridge there. And you know that these bike guys can actually carry you for 2,000 to Jakonde or to Lekki Phase 1.
Say hi.
I'm in the baby, bro. I'm in America. USK.
Some of the guys I met here were really nice, although they really disturbed the video because they just kept on asking me for money. But I mean, we're already used to it. Just to make an awareness video and you're asking me to give you 5,000 naira. I really cannot understand this country. This is way back. This is the road I came from, and this is me going back. This is the Ebo Junction that I mentioned. And this road is called Ogombo Road. It's called the Ogombo Road because if you are taking a right turn, that is where Charter House is. That is where Citadel View Estate is. But right here, it leads straight to Abraham Adesanya. So once again, we'll be seeing the exit I came through where I boarded the keke, and this is it right on the left. You can see the West Coast Mall on the left. That's the exit I came through, and that is where Lekki Scheme 2 is. So I was going to VGC, and there was traffic at Abraham Adesanya because, in the morning I showed you that there was traffic. So we had to turn back to go and pass Mobile Road, and we just passed Lekki Scheme 2. Did you see it? Lekki Scheme 2 just by the right. And that's just the beauty of this place. Lagos traffic is not going to end anytime soon. But do you know that from here to Lekki Phase 1 using the coastal road is only going to take you about 25 minutes. Imagine spending 25 minutes rather than 1 hour 30 minutes in traffic on the Lekki Epe Expressway. And that is the amazing thing I really wanted to show you guys. In the next 5 years, you will not be able to recognize this place. I can see a 300 appreciation in value for properties in this location. And are you also aware that there will be a green rail connecting Marina to Epe? And Ogombo is also going to have a train station. What does that mean? People that are coming from VI, coming from 1004, they can just easily board a train and they are in this location because Ogombo is also going to have his own train station. Another thing I want you to think about is that why of all locations did the Charter House come to situate themselves in Abraham Adesanya along the Ogombo axis? They did the bulk land and they came to a very strategic location, almost as if they knew that the coastal road was going to be constructed. Because people that live in VI, people that live in Eko Atlantic, people that live in Lekki Phase 1, people that live in Ikoyi, Banana Island, Ikeja can easily bring their kids to the school. And we are all aware that this school is not cheap. If a school like that can come and position themselves in this axis, how much more you as an investor? So you can decide to buy a land here and develop for your personal use. You can decide to buy the land and hold. and liquidate in another 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You can even decide to do JV with it. If you're a developer, you can buy, develop, and sell here. From everything that I just mentioned, you can see that the location has so much potential. You can also decide to buy fully detached duplexes, terraces, or even apartments here. If you don't want to live there, you can put it up for rent. Standard 2-bedroom apartment here goes from 2 million to about 4 million naira. Shortlets here are gradually coming up because I inspected the shortlet apartment too, and it's going for 140,000 naira per night, which is a bit high in my opinion anyway. So because of the safety of the document, Lekki Scheme 2 is a place that you can invest your money in and you will have peace of mind. 2-bedroom apartments here are already being priced at 80 million, 85 million, even 90 million naira. And fully detached duplexes from 150, 170 to 200 million naira. So it's a government approved location and the layout was done by the government, so you can just have peace of mind while investing. If you're an investor and you still feel like this video was not worth your time, send me a message and I would refund you for your time. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like this video for more videos and breakdowns like this.